I did move here. I just I moved here. I do want to. I've lived here for 5 months, and that's as many months as mutilated rat corpses I've found in my backyard. Is that normal? Is that what it's supposed to be like? Because I moved here with my dog, and I realized that I'm like flexing my New York City backyard having privilege right now. But I feel like that's the trade-off. That's the trade-off is just like you get a backyard, but you have to share it with 32 other people, and there's gonna be dead rats always. I brought my dog back there, and she kept sniffing in this one area, and I went up to check what she was sniffing at. And do you guys know how normally when you see a rat, it's the whole thing? Multiple times it's been just the head, and I'm just, oh, don't. And one time I brought my dog back inside, and she immediately vomited its entrails all over my kitchen floor. And I just think it's bullshit that she's adjusting to New York faster than I am. I haven't gotten that hankering for rodent yet. I'll get there. Doing well otherwise. I'll tell you guys about this. My girlfriend walked up to me the other day. She walked up to me, she looked me right in the eye. She was just like, all right, Tim, I want to play a game. Fuck, marry, kill. And I was like, game? That's the plan. You know, don't have a girlfriend anymore for some strange reason. I don't know if it was the threat of murder or the threat of marriage. Am I right? But it is true, I was dumped recently. That is true. I was dumped recently. Thank you so much. It sucks me, it does, it sucks. It sucks even more when you're sitting on a couch being broken up with, and multiple times during that conversation, you have the thought, I mean, that's a good point. I had not considered that. Like, no, it's to be dumped. I feel like best case scenario there, you could just be like, oh, screw it, man, that girl was crazy. Or, oh, fuck a girl, that guy was an asshole. No one's to be like, nah, this makes sense for you. I'm frankly proud. This is an older joke, but I have been dumped 3 times since I wrote it, so staying on brand. It's really fun. It's a part of my life. I'm single. I'm a single man. That's hey, what's up? What's going on? I don't like the advice that people will give advice to a single person, and that doesn't make any sense to me, because like if you're in a relationship in here out there, you met your significant other in a phenomenally different way. So it's always weird to me when someone's just like, hey, here's how to meet a person. Like I was talking to a coworker, and she was just like, you just gotta put yourself out there. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta put yourself out there. I was just like, what does that mean? And also, what does that mean specifically for you? And she was just like, oh, I'll tell you how I met my boyfriend. I was out at a concert, and I saw him across the way. Didn't get to talk to him, thought he was cute, but afterwards, at the end of the concert, I was about to get in my Uber, and I saw him on the curb, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. So I mustered up the courage, and I ran over him, and I grabbed him by the hand, and I led him into the Uber, and we had a magical night. And we've been dating ever since. And I'm not trying to take away from that adorable story. Got together, but I can't do that. You just be like, hey Tim, how'd you meet your girlfriend? Oh, I was at a concert. Didn't talk to her, just looked. And then later I dragged her into my car! We've been dating ever since. Don't ask her if we're dating. Just trust me on that one. It's fun. I'm having fun. What's up? I'm 27. I'm a 27-year-old man. I promise. I know I don't look I got a young face, and I know that I got a young face because last year I was in Best Buy and I got carded trying to buy an R-rated movie. I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen to you, but it feels bad. It feels bad to walk into an establishment and have a middle-aged woman give you the up and down and just be like, I don't know. Mad Max Fury Road might be inappropriate for this boy. And yeah, I got scared at some of the splody parts. I watched that dang thing all the way through, so joke's on you, Best Buy lady, who I accidentally called Mom. I love movies. You guys watch movies? That's a stupid question. Heard music? I love movies. I watch them all the time. I think I watch them a little bit too much. They mess with my perception of what is and isn't. We'll call it reality. Like, I'll give you an example. I saw the movie La La Land, and as I was leaving the theater, the first thought that I had was, oh man, I really relate to that Ryan Gosling character. Like, do I though? Do I relate to any man with a chin, really? I know what I know it looks like. I used to have a chin and then I swallowed it and it got stuck in my throat. I'm aware. That should have been my last joke, because now you're all just gonna be looking at that. I can't relate to Ryan Gosling in a movie. Like, when Ryan Gosling looks sad in a movie, he looks like a puppy that is somehow still like a sexy puppy. I'm like, I don't like that. When I look sad, I also look like a puppy, but like one of those ASPCA puppies who you're like, fuck, change the channel. No! Ryan Gosling looks like Ryan Gosling, and I look like Harry Potter if he just never went to Hogwarts. And instead was just like, I think I'm gonna stay under this staircase for 27 years. If that's cool to you guys. And I'm gonna come out and I'll figure it out. Pretty good Harry Potter impression, right? Ryan Gosling looks like Ryan Gosling, and I look like Bill Nye the Science Guy's bisexual niece. It's not. And one day I'm going to tell that joke and people won't laugh as hard. I feel good about what I look like. But tonight's not that big. I look like Harry Potter. I know that because I work at a restaurant here in New York, and I was behind the bar one day, and I was like doing something under, and I heard two of the bar customers whispering, and I just hear the guy go, "Yeah, a little bit." And then I just got to pop up and be like, "Are you talking about how I look like Harry Potter?" And he's like, "Yeah!" It makes for a very easy Halloween costume, I'll tell you that much, you guys. I went as Harry Potter for Halloween. I wore literally what I'm wearing in front of you right now, and I just drew a lightning bolt right here. And I was walking down the street, and a guy told me my favorite thing that I've heard since moving to New York. He looked at me, he did a double take, and he was just like, "Hey! You that guy from Harry Potter?" Yeah, I'm Ron. All right, I'm the Tim Bridge, guys. Thank you so much.